Welcome to the pod cafe.
Why do you do that every time? It's like I know what you're supposed to say to me, but I don't know how you're gonna do it.
It's me, Mickey Mouse.
I was gonna say, is that a Mickey Mouse? Okay. Hello. Mickey.
I haven't seen it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
We're all friends here.
All right, I need you to stop. I'm gonna have nightmares about this. That's creepy.
I did Mickey Mouse today because I beat Kingdom Hearts, so.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
really
all done.
exciting.
It is very exciting.
Great. I'm really happy for you.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't decided. I think I am pretty pumped about how it ended.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be the end,
Mm-hmm.
or if they were going to set up for another one.
Yeah. What do we think?
Turns out it was neither. They set up for an entire another saga. Like, there's a lot more coming.
Like a different series of people?
No, still a lot of the same characters.
Okay.
But there's a lot of unanswered questions, and they definitely set up for multiple games. And there's theories going around that, so Kingdom Hearts is a combination of Disney, the Disney company, and Square Enix, which is a video game company.
Yeah.
And the theory is that they're going to take a step back from going to Disney worlds, and they're going to go to different worlds from the Square Enix video games now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll see.
So do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still very invested because they haven't capped off the story yet, so there's a lot of things I don't know still.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds exciting. I'm very happy for you. I'm glad you finished it. I'm glad we don't have to talk about that anymore. So that's cool.
All done.
Are you drinking coffee?
Yeah. Not the
Why are you coughing?
I don't really know. I think it's because I just went for a run and it's pretty cold outside and.
Oh my gosh, it's so hot and sunny here.
Oh, really? It's not raining?
No.
That's a first.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm not drinking the healthiest of coffees. It's actually pretty much a milkshake, but it's a caramel macchiato from McDonald's.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's very creamy, very caramely.
Does it taste like it came out of a machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only got it because I really wanted a Shamrock Shake. And it's Shamrock Shake time of year.
Forgot about that. I gotta find the nearest McDonald's to me.
I wanted a Shamrock Shake, but it was only 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's early.
I forgot that they only served breakfast, and they weren't serving it yet. So I just got a coffee instead, and it was basically a milkshake. But so that's what I'm drinking right now, and I couldn't decide if I wanted it cold or hot. I went with hot. And I'm pretty pleased with the decision.
It sounds like it.
It was a nice break from my Archer Farms Nespresso things because I bought some new ones, and one of them is very bad.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like this smoky tobacco taste, and it tastes like tobacco. It
Ew,
tastes
gross.
just like burnt, and it's not good. So I'm trying to power through those. It's called Festoso.
I have no idea what you just said.
Festoso.
Do we think Shamrock Shakes are like good, or is it just something you drink in March because you only get it in March, so you have to drink it in March?
Good as in healthy, or good as in taste good?
Tastes good. We know they're not healthy.
I think they are phenomenal.
I can't remember what they taste like.
They're just like mint and vanilla.
I'm looking at the ingredients. Ready? Vanilla reduced fat ice cream.
Okay.
Shamrock shake syrup.
Okay.
And whipped light cream. I wish I could tell you what shamrock shake syrup is.
That's something we could Google for sure.
What a concept. Okay. Oh, wow. It is just like a green mint syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first shake, though. Oh, this is fun.
This is like my favorite seasonal treat.
Yeah, I agree. There's
the
just something
seasonal
about them.
treats.
The original Shamrock Shake was first introduced in 1970 at a place called Rogers Merchandising in Chicago. They created the shake. Initially, that shake was lemon lime flavored with vanilla ice cream. So it was like lemon lime sherbet and vanilla syrup.
Huh.
And then by 1973, the shake was merely a green colored vanilla shake, eliminating the lemon lime sherbet, and it is now mint flavored.
Interesting.
Oh, Rogers Merchandising. That is a McDonald's thing. Like, this is a McDonald's thing, but what is that?
Yeah.
I read that as not being related to McDonald's, but oh, it is.
It's gotta be, right?
Rogers Merchandising of Chicago, later Lombard, had McDonald's, Burger King, AT&T. Yeah, it's like a strip mall type thing in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm caught up now.
Oh,
Wikipedia.
it originated in Chicago.
It did.
That's so cool.
It's so cool. Gosh.
There's variants. There's the Shamrock Chocolate Shake.
Ooh, that sounds good.
The Shamrock Chocolate Chip Frappe.
Oh, I see that. Ooh, Shamrock Mocha sounds... Oh, no, actually, that could be good. Like a mint mocha.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting they're just mint. Like, to me, it's like a weird
it's just mint.
green flavor.
Yeah. The problem with the Shamrock Shake is I can never get a big enough size because I just want the taste in my mouth all the time. And I can't just savor it.
I just want my mouth to always taste like Shamrock Shake.
Yes. And then it just goes so quickly.
What was I going to say? Oh, let me tell you about my coffee because I have other things I want to tell you about. My coffee is like the boringest thing.
Okay.
Boringest? Did I just say boringest?
The boringest of the boring.
The most boring, I think. So I'm drinking this coffee that actually a coworker gave me. And I need to remember what it's called now. So I have a coworker that's like really into fancy coffees, and so she like gave me a bag of like the grounds or like the coffee beans. So I made some grounds, and now I'm drinking it. But what is it called? I should have known this before. I just knew it, and now I'm blinking.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Sorry, friend.
Yeah, sorry, friend. Seriously. But anyway, I don't know what it's called. It's just a plain coffee brand there, but it has like nodes of cotton candy in it.
Nodes or notes?
I don't know. Notes. What did it sound like I said? Because again, I can't hear myself. I know what
you said. I'm not sure what the correct one is.
Nodes versus...
You said nodes.
Oh, I can't hear myself when I talk. Nodes are devices or data points on a larger network. Notes.
Could be. Could be.
I don't know what's happening. Cotton candy notes coffee. Yeah, I thought that would help me figure out what it is, but anyway. It's all right. It's a decent cup of coffee. It's
so
a little...
Does it taste like cotton candy?
Not really. I don't understand it at all.
Is it colorful?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
Yeah. So this thing happened to me the other day where I was walking and talking.
That happens to lots of people. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I was like walking and talking, and then a bug flew in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Has that happened to you?
Yeah, it usually goes straight for the throat, though.
Yeah, and then I felt like I couldn't... It was such a small bug, but I was walking with someone that I didn't really want to be, like, choking on a bug in front of. So I just tried to swallow it, but I think I swallowed its guts, but not everything about it. So then, like, I just felt like a bug body was on my tongue.
It was on your tongue?
So then I, like, just fished it off.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's probably more embarrassing than just coughing.
No, I don't think they noticed that because it was like casually kept talking, like scooping bug out of my... Like it was a tiny little bug. But like I definitely tasted bug and then dug it out. But still swallowed it.
That's very gross. But you know what's really funny is, like, okay, let's say this person had absolutely no idea that you ate a bug.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, I don't know, just like your own self-awareness that other people don't have about you is so interesting. Like, like what if they also swallowed a bug and you guys were dealing with it at the same time, but neither of you knew? Like, you just had this mini, like, panic attack in your head, and they had no idea, and that's really fascinating, I think. It's amazing what the brain can do. Like, you can solve this problem that you have going on while holding a conversation with another person.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been so funny if we were both like, but
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so another thing happened to me while I was walking. I would like to know if you've ever done this before.
Okay.
But so I'm just walking, and then all of a sudden I like, you know, like you don't pick up your foot enough and you like trip.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Called the crack monster.
Okay, so I did that, but then like did it again and did like kept doing it for like a solid 7 seconds. Like I almost got to a point where I was like, should I just fall down and start again? like I kept taking a step, tripping, take another step, like I kept doing it. I did it consecutively 4 times.
What's wrong with your foot?
I don't know. But then I was walking past someone and I felt so stupid because I was like just stomach. I probably looked like I had some sort of leg problem.
I wonder why that happens.
I think when that happens, everyone should just fall down and try again.
You know, like the ground was especially uneven, but it looked
was
even?
No, it doesn't look
your
even.
Your brain just forget how to walk for a second?
So the ground is uneven where I was walking, and it's noticeably uneven. So I don't know what was going on.
That's bizarre. Usually it happens once, maybe twice.
I know, but 4 times?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
At least you didn't like roll an ankle or something.
Yeah.
That's almost worse. Have you ever just been walking and then your ankle goes?
I actually do that a lot. Not like a lot, but more frequently than I think the average person should, because I like fall off of sidewalks a lot. You know, when you're like walking and you're like kind of teeter and then you're on the edge of the sidewalk and you don't know, and then all of a sudden your ankle snapped in half.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of times it doesn't hurt. It just happens, but it looks ridiculous. You just
and then it's like, great, you just stretched out those tendons a little bit.
Yeah. It happens to Kyle a lot because he used to have like spine issues, and so his foot is totally numb all the time, so he can't feel his foot, and so occasionally he'll just roll his ankle pretty often.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. So yeah, walking is hard. I think just being out there in the wild is difficult.
Just living, being alive is hard.
You gotta walk. There's bugs you have to dodge.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
So by the time this episode airs, it's going to be like way past all of this, but
yes,
I feel like we're not like super pop culture-y people, so I can talk about it with you now anyway.
Okay.
Did you follow The Bachelor to the end?
No, I only followed it that 1 hour we talked about it.
Okay, so it's over now.
Oh, it finished. The season's over.
The season's over.
Is he still a virgin?
It's unclear, but I think yes.
Okay.
Actually, maybe no now, but all right. So here's how it went. Let me just give you the recap so that you get caught up.
Okay.
Just in case you see it on like social media, you're not like,
sure.
What did I miss?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Colton, dude.
He's the guy. Yeah.
He's the Bachelor, and you know how the Bachelor works. Like he just dates all the people until he sends them all home eventually.
Right.
And then the person who is last at the end is like technically the winner, and then he's supposed to propose to them, and then they get married, and then like life is super happy and fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, he gets down to like the last 3 people, and when he has 3 chicks left, they have an episode called Fantasy Suites, where he does one overnight date with each of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So first girl goes. He doesn't lose his virginity, obviously. He's not sure if he's falling for her, but he's not in love with her yet. So it's like,
Well, so she should just win, right? Or is he falling for all of them?
No. He's falling for 2 of them, but he's in love with one of them.
Okay. Okay.
So falling for first girl, goes on the date, pretty boring, whatever. Goes on the second date. And this
what are the dates? Are the dates always the same?
Well, they were in Portugal.
The show doesn't take place in Portugal.
No, but they do a lot of travel.
They just went to Portugal.
They went to Portugal, and they this date they flew in a helicopter over Portugal, and then did a picnic. And they tend to picnic in what looks like uncomfortable places all the time. Okay. So this first picnic was kind of on a sea cliff, and it looked beautiful and freezing. They just looked cold.
Yeah.
So so then he goes on second date with girl he's in love with.
Okay.
And they walk around Portugal, do some shopping, explore the town. Then they also picnic in a weird place. Big on picnics here, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then so he tells her they talk about how when he met her family, he asked her dad for his his hand or his approval for marriage.
What the so it's over. So he picked her.
He asks that for every dad.
That's stupid.
I know. So, and this dad was like, "No, man, I just met you."
He said no?
Yeah, he said no. All the other dads were like, "Sure, whatever." And this dad was like,
am I on TV right now?
And this dad was like, "Yo, dude, I just met you. I don't know."
Nice. I like him.
So then he's talking to, so the girl he's in love with, her name's Cassie. He tells Cassie, "Yo, your dad said no." And she was she freaked out. And she was like, "Oh my God." Then she was just panicking, "I'm so confused. Should I love him? My dad doesn't approve, yada, yada, yada." Whatever. So then they go out to dinner later that night, and she breaks up with him. She's he's "I want to be with only you. I love you. I want it to be you at the end." And she's like, "I don't know, man. I'm not quite there. I don't really want to get married. I'm confused."
How can she break up with him without leaving the show?
Then that's what she does. She's leaving the show.
She just left?
Yeah. So she pieces out. Then the next morning, so he freaks out. He jumps a fence. He's
what do you mean? What, that's the tantrum he threw? Is it a Footloose thing where he goes into the warehouse and just dances? This is what he does? He jumps a fence when he's angry?
He jumps an 8-foot fence and runs away in Portugal. They find him. He's like, "I'm done. I love her. She broke up with me. I don't want the other 2.
He was trying to run away from the show?
Yeah, he's running away from everybody. All of his problems.
Okay.
So next morning, he breaks up with the other 2 chicks that he's just falling for. And they're heartbroken. So now he's got no one, because the one chick he's in love with broke up with him. The other 2 chicks he broke up with because he's like, "I can't. I love the other one."
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes to Cassie's room, and he's like, "Hey, I broke up with the other 2.
I thought she left the show.
Well, yeah, but they're in Portugal, so she isn't going anywhere fast.
They're all in Portugal.
Everybody's in Portugal.
But I thought the show doesn't take place in Portugal.
It doesn't, but this round of dates was in Portugal.
Okay.
So
she left the show, but she couldn't leave the country.
Not quite. She was packing. So then he shows up at her room, and he's like, "Yo, I get you're confused. I broke up with the other 2. I want it to be you. We don't have to get married. Let's just be done with the show and go back to real life and start dating."
Okay.
And
Did that work?
she's like, okay, fine. So she's like, "I'm not quite in love with you yet, but sure, we'll give it a go." So then they go back, and then they're dating, and they are, as of yesterday, probably not yesterday, but actually, I think it was a live show. They're moving near each other, and they're dating. Unclear if he's still a virgin, and that was the end.
Wait, so they just ended the show?
Yeah, they ended it.
So it never really went the full thing where he gives everyone a rose except for the last girl.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Boring, right? Okay, so then we got this new chick who's going to be the Bachelorette. So it's usually someone who was kicked off or like in the season.
Yeah.
So she's this new chick. She's like a pageant girl. She's pretty annoying. I don't really like her. But I think no one really likes her because I was looking at her like lineup of guys and like there's maybe 4 cute ones.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking producers also don't dig her because if not, they wouldn't have given her 26 not so cute ones.
Yeah, that's nice. I bet she's. Well, I guess I don't know. Is she like what makes her annoying?
So I think she won. Well, she's like beautiful and she's a pageant girl and she's from Alabama. She says roll tide a lot. She's just she seems, and maybe this is just a southern thing, she just seems a little fake. She's always like, hi y'all, I'm really excited about dating y'all.
What if she was also faking the accent, but she was more committed than the Australian girl?
Oh, the Australian girl gave up so soon. So I just don't know. I just don't love her, you know? So there's that. That's the update of Bachelor World.
Interesting. I mean, kind of, not really.
So then my roommate and I were talking about it, and I was like, you should go on The Bachelor, to her. So I think we're going to work on, like, making her a video, see if we can get her on there. I think it'd be great.
What are the requirements? Do you have to be rich?
No, you can just be a normal homie.
Really?
Yeah, you want to be on it?
Not really.
So, and like usually people end up just becoming like Instagram famous at the end of it. People basically do it so that they don't have to do anything else with their lives.
Yeah, I would imagine it's mostly about the screen time.
Okay, so you must be a U.S. citizen. You can't
Check.
be a candidate for any type of political office.
Check.
You can't be part of like any of the production companies like Disney, Warner Brothers, Time Warner. You can't have any affiliation to production companies.
Shit, doesn't your roommate? That was a different roommate.
Different roommate.
Okay.
You must have a valid passport.
Check.
Obviously, because you're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You must be at least 21 years of age at the time of application.
Mm-hmm.
You must be single.
Okay, obviously.
You must never have been convicted of a felony.
Okay.
You must understand and acknowledge that participation in the program, including, without limitation, the activities and events arranged by the program coordinator, may expose applicant and other participants to the risk of death, serious injury, illness or disease, and or property damage. What?
Property damage?
Oh, because you have to be willing and able to participate in physical activities such as skydiving, snow skiing, ice skating, parasailing, water skiing, rollerblading, and the like. And you could die.
What the heck?
Wow, there's 23 of these. All right, we're going to power through the rest.
I don't understand property damage, though.
I also don't understand why we're just signing up for death. Basically, this one's a lot about your personal and private life. Let's see.
Sure.
Each applicant acknowledges, understands, and agrees that the producer may disclose any information contained with or derived. Oh, so basically whatever you put on your application is like public knowledge once you submit it. Okay. Number 10. If you are chosen as a bachelor or bachelorette, you have to be willing to be audio or videotaped 24 hours a day, 7 days a week while participating. Aggressive. Okay. Personal information and recording that may be embarrassing, unfavorable, humiliating, and or derogatory that may like put you in a false light is fair game.
Yeah. You have to be okay that we're just going to destroy your character. And it's fine.
Let's see. Something I can't get to the bottom of this one, but something about if you're selected, you can't do like promotions for it. Like the program, whatever. It seems like a weird liability. Okay, you also can't have been on any other primetime television reality show.
Okay.
Yep, okay. You must do a background check.
Sure.
You must be available to travel to Los Angeles for further interviews. You have to complete like the full application, blah, blah, blah. You have to undergo a physical and psychological examination.
Oh.
Wow. And then there's requirements that you must meet. Basically, you need to be skinny and beautiful, and then
Sure.
not totally insane, but a little bit insane, because that makes good TV.
Yeah, you gotta have drama.
Everything that you like hear from the producer during your interview, whatnot, is confidential. This all doesn't seem very absurd, I guess. You must be willing to travel. Done.
Yeah, no problem.
You have to live, participate, and cooperate with other individuals and the producer during the taping.
Okay.
You must report and be available to participate in the program at all times and places. Okay. And that's about it.
Okay. I don't know that it seems worth it.
Okay, so also you have to you can't have a phone. So you live in this house, for the bulk of it. You can't have a phone. You can't have any access to talking to friends, family, no social media. You have to quit your job or work
find
somewhere.
some leave of absence.
Yeah,
something.
some ridiculous. I don't know if reality TV is part of most companies' leave of absence options, but you would need that. And then
that's why most of them don't they not have jobs? Usually they have money.
Most of them don't have real jobs. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most of them are athletes, or I'm pretty sure the singer of the Plain White T's was on it once.
Really?
I'm pretty confident that's true.
I'd
have to double check. I don't even know his name. Tim Lopez. Oh, he was on Ready for Love. Not The Bachelor. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is.
Me either. They're probably all the same thing.
Yeah, for some reason a lot of famous people do these things, and they definitely don't have problems finding dates, so I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe just to stay relevant in the media. UFC fighter Luke Rockhold did Millionaire Matchmaker once.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, I just feel like these people are beautiful and normal and stuff, but why?
Are they normal?
I mean, not always, but the people that are the Bachelor and Bachelorette usually seem fairly normal. Really? Are you telling me these people can't find love? What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what their deal is.
They're doing something wrong.
Speaking of famous people, this crazy thing happened to my buddy the other day.
Oh, tell me.
He lives in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he was just hanging out playing video games the other day, and he went on Twitter, and do you know who Chad Ochocinco is?
I do.
Okay, so
the football
player. The football player.
He used to have a reality show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He just put on Twitter, he was in Austin for some esports thing, I don't know, but he put on Twitter and he was like, "Yo, I'm in Austin, someone come pick me up." And my buddy was like, I'm sure like thousands of people have already tweeted at him, but I'm just gonna send him one anyway. So we sent him one like, hey, where you at? I'll come scoop. And then he sent him another one like, he said, I'll come scoop and we can go get some food. And then he sent him another one. He was like, and after we get some food, I'll kick your ass in FIFA. And then
Did they do that?
He messaged him back. And he was like, yo, I'll kick your ass in FIFA. Here's where I'm at. So he picked him up. They went and got some food. And then they spent the day with Chad Ochocinco playing
That's
FIFA.
so cool.
Yeah. And just hanging out. It was crazy.
Wow,
it's
those
crazy
things don't happen to me.
No. It must have been like the video game shit talking that got him. I don't know, but like why him? I'm sure a ton of people said they'd go pick him up. But
wow, that's crazy.
I guess take the chance all the time.
He was in Austin?
Yeah, he was in Austin. And he said it was funny because like my friend's girlfriend was like, I'll go to the store and get some like pop and stuff. And he laughed, and then Ocho Cinco was like, hey, you think she'd get me some M&Ms?
That's so funny.
So they just hung out all day. It was pretty sweet.
Wow, he's kind of funny on Twitter. 4 hours ago, he said, I'm headed to the Adidas store. Y'all want anything?
If you go to his, I don't know if it's Twitter or his Instagram, he posted a picture of him and my buddy. I'm not sure which one. And the caption was like, yo, if I disappear,
this guy
picked me up, so.
That's funny. I'm looking him up.
Yeah, I'm looking up his Instagram right now.
Chad Ocho Cinco. There he is. When did this happen? Was it on his story?
It happened, it might have been on his story. It happened like March 7th, I think, or somewhere around then.
Okay.
I'm looking.
I don't think he has a post. Maybe it was just on his story.
Could have been in his story. Could have been in Twitter.
He runs fast.
Does he? I imagine he does.
Okay, so speaking of Instagram. He was
wearing this. It was 6 days ago.
Okay, so speaking of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
There's this Instagram account called Florida Man. Have you heard of it?
Okay, no.
Okay, so it's freaking hilarious. It's basically just a collection of like news in Florida that starts with like Florida Man. So let me read you some examples.
Okay.
Some of them are like a little inappropriate, so I'm not going to read those ones because some of them are weird. Weird things happen in Florida.
Yeah, that's where all the weird things happen. That's where that bath salts thing happened. All the weird people are in Florida.
Florida man captured on surveillance video flaunting stolen car keys at lot. So we know exactly what he looks like.
I get it now, because all the crazy stories start with Florida man.
Yeah, it's literally hilarious. Florida man spent 4 years kicking cars.
What?
He's just kicking cars, leaving shoe imprints in cars, and they finally caught him. They're really freaking funny. Florida man says strippers robbed him at gunpoint on his houseboat. Cops arrested him instead.
What?
Oh, Florida man arrested for throwing burrito at girlfriend during argument. It's just very funny. There was one where a guy, I was reading it yesterday, but it was basically like Florida man blows up impound lot where his car has been impounded. his car was damaged. Like, he was so mad that his car was impounded that he, like, threw some sort of, like, smoke bomb thing and, like, damaged the lot, and his car was impacted.
What the hell?
It's pretty funny. There's weird things happen in Florida.
Yeah, all the weird things.
Yeah.
Crazy people and old people.
Mm-hmm. Something in the water or the amount of sunlight they get. Something weird.
Cool.
Those are my funny things. My roommate and I started doing a puzzle.
Like a jigsaw puzzle?
Yep. 1,000 pieces. Harder than we thought, but we're making progress.
Sounds like a blast over there.
Okay, so I got the puzzle for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been in the box, and I was like, you know what? We could do a puzzle. So I was like, yo, roommate, how do you feel about puzzles? And she was like, I've never really been a big puzzle person. And I was like, I'm going to put this puzzle on our coffee table.
Again, weirdos and old people are puzzle people.
Okay, so anyway, I was like, I'm going to put this puzzle on our coffee table. And we have been addicted to it. We have stayed up till like an hour past our normal bedtimes the last 2 nights working on this puzzle.
What is the picture?
It's a bookshelf. And it's like
It's a bookshelf.
It's a with books on it, and it's like all the classics, like To Kill a Mockingbird, and like, you know, so it's like
all the other classics.
Yeah, and all those other classics. That's the one I'm currently working on, so it's top of mind. There's one about JFK right next to it that I'm also working on. So it's like the spines of the books.
Okay, I see. Are the books big or little? What's the main focus, the books or the shelf?
The books.
Oh.
But there's a lot of shelf, and it's confusing because the shelf is the edge, but also all of the shelves in the middle. So there's a lot of pieces that look the exact same.
Have you ever seen the 1,000-piece puzzles that are just like one color? They're just like
that sounds
white,
awful.
or just like a sky or something.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
That would drive me up a wall.
That sounds like no fun. Well, I don't have much going on with me either. I've been trying to get on a normal sleep schedule again instead of working a bunch of overnights. Didn't help that I went to Detroit yesterday.
How's Detroit?
I think yesterday. It's got some pretty nice areas, actually.
Mm-hmm.
This people's house was super rich, and it was filled with Disney stuff. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, it was filled with Disney stuff. Yeah, interesting. Took this person to Hawaii. I didn't take him to Hawaii. I just went to Detroit, but
darn,
trying to get on a normal sleep schedule.
You gotta get on a Hawaii trip though.
Yeah, I know. They have a bunch of people going recently for some reason. Yeah, but I was like not sleeping well for a very long time, and it was causing my face to get so effed up. I was breaking out so bad.
Like your adult acne?
Yeah, it was crazy how bad it was getting. And I'm convinced it was because of sleep, because I was doing nothing else different.
Probably. That seems right.
Yeah.
Do you know what your big tangent here? What your star sign is?
My star sign?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You're
What's a star sign?
You know, like Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra.
Oh, my astrological sign?
Yeah, you know you have a star sign and a moon sign?
No, I didn't.
You do.
My horoscope sign, whatever that one is Sagittarius.
Go to your sun sign. You're a Sagittarius.
I know, I just said that.
I know. Would you like me to? We've been really addicted to star signs and moon signs lately at work.
Ugh.
I'm not sure why.
Why?
I don't know. Just because, you know, Mercury's in retrograde, you know.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
You don't know about Mercury being in retrograde?
I know about Mercury the planet, and I know about Mercury the god, and that's it.
Okay, so this is a big millennial thing. So let me just hook you up with the latest and greatest. So basically, when Mercury is in retrograde, you are not supposed to do anything important or make any big decisions.
Well, how long is Mercury in retrograde?
And you might forget things. Like, you'll be forgettable around, like, all things. And don't be surprised if just, like, everything is screwed up, like the mail, or, like, something gets really weird when you're, like, driving. Like, it's when all of the unexplainable things happen. Okay, so Mercury is in retrograde until March 28th.
Oh my God. So you're supposed to do nothing with your life?
No, just nothing important.
Okay, so
like, don't sign any contracts, don't buy electronics, don't move things.
Don't move things?
Like
like furniture?
Yeah, like, don't make any weird decisions like that.
What?
Yeah, just don't. Just don't do it. Okay?
Why?
Because the phrase has become that, like, and I think this is, like, I'm not sure how logical it is and how much of it is, like, millennials on social media.
Very not logical.
I think it's logical. Anyway, the phrase has become, like, a go-to explanation for when things go, like, haywire or wrong or weird. It's like, oh, it's because Mercury's in retrograde.
That's a terrible saying.
No, it's not.
It's too long. It doesn't just flow off the tongue.
So, actual scientists point out that any retrograde motion by Mercury is just an optical illusion.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, that's the thing. So it's like, things are weird. Things can go haywire. Don't panic. Mercury's just in retrograde. Yeah. Only till the 28th, so.
Yeah, well, okay. I guess I won't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So it's something about, so Mercury is, like, the closest planet to the sun. And,
sure.
Okay, so it revolves around the sun, like, in 88 days. So it goes much faster around the sun and has a shorter distance to travel than the Earth. Because, it takes us 365 and we're farther away. So it's closer and it goes faster. So if you are watching the planets from the northern hemisphere, most of the time they appear to be going right over left.
Okay.
Mercury is hard for us to see, though. It's only visible close to sunrise and sunset. Noted. But 3 to 4 times a year, an optical illusion occurs, and it looks as if Mercury is going backwards. And it happens when Mercury is passing between Earth and the sun, leaving the Earth in its dust. Weird. So that's Mercury in retrograde. And it lasts about 3 to 4 weeks each time. Nope, just 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. It's unclear. The next one starts July 7th.
Oh my God, it happens more than once a year?
Didn't I say that? 4 times a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So 4 times a year, you're just not supposed to make decisions.
Mm-hmm. So it's a visual effect that's similar to when you, like, speed up to pass another car, but it looks like for a moment as if the other car is slowing down.
Yeah.
That's the concept.
This that is Einstein's theory of relativity, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
they relate it to time travel. Do you remember that movie Clock Stoppers? Oh, it's so good. It's where
Stoppers.
This kid has a watch that
I
can
totally
slow
remember
down
this.
or stop time.
Yeah.
So they use this to explain it. So they use it with cars, though, like you were just saying.
Yeah.
Where a really fast car makes other cars look like they're not moving.
That's the guy from Bring It On.
Yeah.
Are those, like, his 2 movies? Poor dude.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Speaking of movies, the other day...
Wait, I want to give you an interesting fact real quick.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Did you know, just because we were talking about planets, did you know that a day on Venus lasts longer than a year on Venus?
I don't understand.
A day on Venus
Is
is
this like
longer
a
than
trick
a
question or this is
Nope,
a fact?
not a question. This is a fact.
How is that
A
possible?
day on Venus
Oh, I
is
get
longer
it.
than a year.
Not longer than a year on Venus. Just longer than a year total.
Nope, false.
What?
False. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus.
Why?
Because a year is how
Is it-
long it takes to circle the sun, and a day is how long it takes to just rotate in a circle on its own axis. So
Oh,
it takes it longer to just rotate than it does to circle the sun.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What other fun facts can we find about planets?
I guess I don't know.
The other thing I was going to say about movies really quick was I was like hiking last weekend and someone was talking about the Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, really?
Remember we recently talked about this? It was like someone that we were hiking with. It was like a friend of a friend, and he was like, "Have you guys ever seen the Rescuers Down Under?" And I was like, yes.
Of course.
Oh. Wow, there's a lot of fun facts about planets.
Yeah, there sure are. Planets are weird. Right now, is Pluto a planet or not?
I think
Where
it's
did
a
we
moon,
land
right?
on that?
Is Pluto a planet? In 2019, it says.
Yeah.
We need 2019 results because it seems like we are confused. Here we go. All right. Oh, I think it's it's annoying. This is like, well, let's define the word planet.
This says
People
it's
seem
a
to.
dwarf planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say people seem to think it's a dwarf planet.
What is a dwarf planet? It's neither a true planet nor a natural satellite.
What a cop-out answer.
It's in direct orbit of a star and is massive enough for its gravity to compress it into hydrostatically equilibrious shape. Oh, like a sphere. But has not cleared the neighborhood of other material around its orbit. So it's like a bunch of crap that's just a lot of crap built into a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what all planets are, though?
Pretty much.
There's only 5 dwarf planets. Ceres, Pluto, Eris, Makemake, and Haumea.
Do you know Mercury is shrinking?
Why is it shrinking?
Because of tectonic plates. Oh, it changes like the surface space. Kind of like how one of these days the state of California just might not exist.
Yeah, might just break off.
Mm-hmm. So that's what they're saying. Surface space shrinking. Space is weird. What do you find more interesting though? Space or like the deep sea?
I think the deep sea.
Me too. Here's my thought on why. I think the deep sea because like if we just want to go all conspiracy theory on this, I really don't have proof that planets are actually a real thing. Like really,
Okay.
I don't know. Like really, I'm never going to see those. But the deep sea, like you could get in the water and like see that things don't really end.
Do you believe we went to the moon? Are you a flat earther?
I'm not. I don't think I'm a flat earther.
What do you mean
I
you
don't
don't think you're a flat earther? Do you think the earth is flat or round?
No, I think it's round.
Okay.
Flat seems weird. Like when we then find an edge. Duh.
Yes.
I'm not a flat earther.
Okay.
But I'm also not convinced we went to the moon. So
What?
don't sign me up for one or the other.
How are you not convinced we went to the moon?
I don't know. Because movie and production companies.
What?
Really? Why do you think we went to the moon? Just because they said we did?
No, because we did.
How do you know?
I just know.
I see. That's not good enough for me. Did we go to the moon? Also, we claim to have gone to the moon like very early.
Buzz Aldrin punched a guy in the face because he said we didn't go to the moon.
I mean, maybe we did, but also maybe we didn't. Let's just broach this, okay?
I don't think it's a question of did we go to the moon or not. I think we absolutely did. I think the question is what did we see on the moon?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the interview with the team when they got back?
No. Should I watch that?
Yeah, it's crazy. Did
they see aliens?
They're all like timid and scared and like not saying much, and like you'd think they just got back from going to the moon for the first time. They'd be like, yeah, it was us. We did. I can't believe we did it. But no. Nothing. There's no excitement. So the theory is that they went to the moon and saw something
that
they can't tell us about. They saw the theory is I think that they saw an alien, at least aliens up there, maybe an alien like base up there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm reading this interesting article about all of the things in question. Like, what about those shadows? Why can't we in the pictures from the moon landing? Why can't we see stars in the moon landing pictures? Why did the flag flap on the moon?
Do we have answers to these questions?
We might. The flag flapping seems interesting.
I don't think it flaps, right? There's just no gravity.
I mean, it has like a flap-like look in this picture. Another giveaway that the landing was faked comes from the footage of the American flag that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin placed on the moon. It appears to be flapping in the wind. But hold on, there's no air on the moon. The truth is, the flag isn't flapping. If you look closely at the image to the left, the flag has the same position between two frames. Oh. So basically, the flag was distributed as it was planted into the ground and kept its bent shape because of the lack of strong gravity.
There you go.
I'm sure they can just explain away everything.
Well, because there's real answers. What else you got? How about why can't they see stars?
All right, let me tell you. Speaking of the flag photograph, it's often pointed out that there are no stars to be seen. This is actually a common feature of photographs from space, where the contrast between light and dark is extreme. The surface of the moon reflects the strong sunlight and appears very bright in photographs. The brightness drowns out the relative dim light from stars in the dark sky. Akin to how car headlights can drown out the fainter light from nearby objects. The human eye can adjust to pick out the stars, but unless it's set to the right settings, a camera struggles with the contrast. And I guess in 1969, we were probably not quite there with tech.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe now if we went back, we could take a picture of the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 2 down. What else you got?
What about those funny shadows?
Well, yeah, what shadows?
Let's talk about the shadows in the photographs from the moon.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay. If the sun is the only source of light, why do some shadows appear to point in multiple directions? Oh, I see. There's a picture I'm looking at. There's like a stick in the ground and like a shadow with multiple directions. Okay, so there must be additional studio lights to explain this.
Okay.
Actually, a rough, uneven surface can cause all sorts of shadows at different angles, even with a single light source like the sun. This is something that can be easily experimented with at home. Alright, I think I can go believe that. Light's kind of a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I don't know if I'm convinced, though. Okay, so the infamous labeled rock from Apollo 16 mission. Do you know about that?
No.
It's a rock that has a C on it.
It has a
Like
C?
the letter C.
Oh, like written on it?
Uh-huh. So people are saying movie props are often numbered and lettered, so that stagehands know where to place them. But in fact, the label simply isn't there. The image of the rock is taken from a much larger shot of the moon's surface, and if you look at the original image, the marking isn't there.
Huh.
Either a small hair or piece of thread must have got caught in the machine while it was being copied. That is stupid. That's how you know it was 1969. All right. How do you feel about that? Debunked?
I'm pretty sure we went to the moon.
I'm not yet convinced, but I think it was a strong argument.
There was one, I can't for the life of me remember it now. Maybe my next week I will, but there was one question about space that was really interesting, and when I looked it up, it couldn't be answered. And I'm just not gonna be able to find it now.
What are you Googling? Questions about space that can't be answered?
I am right now.
Wait, when you start typing that, questions about space that I'm typing questions about space that, and I typed can, and one of the options is kill us.
What?
Oh, wow. That's so weird. It doesn't seem like any of these are going to kill me, but like, what a weird Google search. 4 ways the universe can kill you, though. Can I tell you them? I bet you can guess them. Oh, it's a video. I don't really want to watch the video. I'll mute it and watch it. What do you think the 4 ways the universe can kill you are?
Comets.
Oh.
Suffocation.
What? I was going to guess, like, lightning.
Oh, that's like more just Earth, though, right? Not necessarily the universe. God, what was that?
This is from a show called How the Universe Works. I don't know. It's a video, and I don't feel like watching it. Hypervelocity stars. I'm reading you the ways the world can kill us. The universe. Oh, it's going to, like, kill us all. When it says kill us, it means, like, everybody.
Jeez.
Wow, that seems, like, extremely stressful. I don't know if we should...
Yeah, probably eventually one day it will.
Rogue black holes. Oh, wow. Galactic cannibalism?
What?
Galactic cannibalism. Smaller galaxies succumb to the gravity of a bigger one or are slowly absorbed into it. Hilarious. Vacuum metastability event. Wow, there's people with some theories out there.
I'm quite sure.
Gamma ray bursts. Cosmic radiation. That I feel like I've heard a lot about. Magnetars. Do you know what a magnetar is?
No, what's a magnetar?
It's a type of neutron star.
Okay, like Jimmy?
Mm-hmm. It's what's left when a massive enough star expends itself into a supernova. This all just sounds so made up. Like supernova. Magnetar. Like what? Who is out there just making up these words?
Maybe it was... No.
You're still looking for this.
It's bothering me.
Maybe you just find
like,
it and report it back next week.
I think it was something like, why is space cold if there's the sun? No, I don't know. Oh.
I think you're gonna have to let it go.
Yeah, I guess so. Shoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it. Alright. Well, that's
All
over
right.
an hour.
Yeah.
Next week, actually, well, we'll have to find a different day to record again because I'm going to be in Georgia all weekend.
This weekend?
Next weekend.
What? Oh,
The 22nd.
oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm also busy that weekend.
Great.
I have visitors in town.
Oh, you always have visitors in town.
Yeah, but this is Marty and Lisa.
Oh, yeah, right.
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Well.
You're up.
Oh, I am up. This is my time to shine. This is my moment.
Yeah, this is your thing.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. You can listen to us this episode and more on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Libsyn, and yeah, leave us a rating and review, 5 stars only. And you can tweet at us at @the_podcafe, and you can email us at podcafe.contact@gmail.com. And yeah, that's about it. What should we ask our listeners this week?
Do they think we landed on the moon?
Oh, that's a great question. Do you think we landed on the moon? I can't wait to see what kind of Twitter podcasts are out there that I find on Twitter that are solely set to debunk that.
Yeah, there's so many conspiracy
There's
podcasts.
going to be a million. Okay, great.
All right.
And make sure to get your Shamrock Shake before the end of the month. Duh. Or try one of the various versions of it.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, God. I'm going to stop recording before you continue.